Good morning. Welcome to our Sunday Dharma service. We have a big family today. Today's service holds even greater significance and preciousness because we have the honor of welcoming esteemed guests from the center headquarters and the Won Buddhism Seminary School in Wonguang University. Through our practice, we seek to return to the homelands of our mind. The center headquarters serves as the homeland of all Won Buddhists. On this day, I wish for this Dharma service would be warm and peaceful time, as if it brings the essence of home to everyone present here today. First, we'll take the 4 bows. Behold the circular image before you, symbolizing the ultimate truth of neither arising nor ceasing, the principle of cause and effect. This image, representing the Ilwan Sang, is enshrined within our minds and all things in the universe. If we were to describe the content of Ilwan Sang, it can be referred to as the fourfold grace. So as a gesture of reverence, we offer our prostration through 4 bows to the Dharmakaya Buddha, fourfold grace. You have the choice to either perform a full bow or a standing bow behind your cushion. So please all rise and bring your palms together in a prayerful gesture. We bow to the Dharmakaya Buddha fourfold grace, the grace of heaven and earth. The grace of parents. The grace of fellow beings. The grace of laws. Please be seated. Please adjust your body either on a cushion or in a chair for seated meditation. Now, Peter will guide us to seated meditation.
The method of sitting meditation is simple and easy. Sit comfortably on the floor or in a chair. Breathe in, grab all your attention, and breathe it out. Open up your chest and heart. Stretch up tall and align your spine from your neck to your tailbone. Relax your shoulders and arms, then allow your hands to rest on your knees. Bring your attention to your breath. As you exhale, release all mental and physical tension. Invite your attention to abide in your chi energy field, which is called Danshan. This is located about 2 inches below your navel and is the power center for your breathing. Open your eyes and gaze downward over the end of your nose and to the floor. Keep your mouth closed and allow the tip of your tongue to rest gently against the roof of your mouth. When your mind is concentrated and calm, pure and clear saliva may gather in the mouth. You may swallow it. Relax your facial muscles and notice your gentle smile. If your face or body begins to itch, do not scratch. This is just a sign of the energy circulating in your body. Simply note the itching and let it pass. If your legs ache unbearably, you may change positions very slowly and quietly so that you maintain a calm stillness and do not interrupt others. When thoughts arise in your mind, do not be discouraged or disturbed by them. Simply focus on your breathing without reacting to or playing with those thoughts. Recognize them as thoughts, and they will disappear by themselves. And remember, keep bringing your awareness back to your Danjin breathing center. If you continue practicing meditation for a long period of time, you will rest in the realm of samadhi, deep meditation, in which the mind is calm, concentrated, perfectly focused, and at peace, with no distinction between self and others, time and place. We are grateful to sit quietly together, finding the still point within. May we be here now, aware of our ever calm and alert spirit.
Gently wiggle your body side to side. You can stretch your legs out and massage your knees. Now turn to page 4 of your chanting book, and we will chant Ilwonsang Vow and Heart Sutra.
일원상 vow is the realm of samadhi beyond words and speech, the gateway of earth and transcending being and non-being, the origin of heaven and parents, fellow beings, and loves the true nature of all Buddhas, enlightened masters and enlightened people and sentient beings. One manifest as both permanent and impermanence, possess permanence, till one unfolds into infinity. That is ever abiding, spontaneous, just that it possesses impermanence, till one unfolds into infinite words, third cycle of formation, duration, decay, and extinction of the universe, and the birth, aging, illness, and death of all beings, according to how we use our minds, bodies, in the four forms of birth, we transform through the 6 realms of existence, progress or regressing with grace, and rising harm or harm from grace, where the unawakened beings vow to practice wholeheartedly, modeling ourselves after Ilwonsang Kaya Buddha by cultivating our minds and bodies deeply, knowing human affairs, universal principles thoroughly, and using our minds and bodies skillfully, thus progressing rather than regressing, and receive grace rather than harm, until we attain empowerment of will one and become one with them, nature will one. Heart Sutra. The Bodhisattva of great compassion, when deeply practiced, Prajna Paramita, realize that if 5 aggregates are empty and fast speaking free of suffering and distress, so Sharibut form does not differ from emptiness, emptiness does not differ from form, form is empty, emptiness is form, the same as true of sensations, perceptions, impulses, and consciousness. Shariputra, all dharmas are empty, they do not appear or disappear, are not tainted, pure, do not increase or decrease in emptiness. No form, no sensations, no perceptions, no tongue, body, or mind, consciousness, no ignorance, nor extinction of ignorance, no old age and death, nor extinction of no suffering, no cause of suffering, no cessation of suffering, no path, no wisdom, no attainment, with nothing to attain. Bodhisattva realized and prajna. Therefore the mind has no hindrance, with any hindrance, no fear exists, free from delusion. Wondrous in nirvana, all Buddhas of the past, present, and future realize prajna paramita and attain supreme enlightenment. Therefore know prajna paramita is the great mantra, is the great enlightening mantra, is unsurpassed and unequaled mantra, which is able to eliminate suffering. This is true, not false, to proclaim the prajna paramita mantra, which is gone, gone, gone beyond, far beyond, now awakened, gate, gate, Kara gate, Parasam gate, Bodhisvaha gate, gate, Kara gate, Parasam gate, Bodhisvaha gate, gate, Kara gate, Parasam gate, Bodhisvaha.
Now, let us listen to a Dharma talk from Reverend Ginger. The title is The Motivating Power of Our Spirituality. Please warmly welcome Reverend Ginger with palms together.
Good morning. It is nice to see this full of people. So we have guests from Korea and we have local practitioners. You know, this is such a privilege to have this view. Everybody is looking at me at this moment. In the midst of the summer season, our energy can become dispersed in various directions. This scattering of energy is caused by several factors such as summer breaks, children's camps, outdoor activities, and perhaps even the intense heat of the season. As a result, our focus may waver during this time. In fact, after hosting the annual Kyomunim's retreat and conference meeting, I personally experienced a temporary depletion of both physical and mental energy. I found myself spending most of my free time simply lying down in bed, doing nothing. Thankfully, this much needed break allowed my physical energy to recharge by about 95%. Now I am contemplating how to boost my mental energy in a similar manner. When we feel exhausted, the first thing we need is rest. However, after taking appropriate rest, it becomes crucial to engage in physical activity as it effectively generates energy within our body. Our mind follows a similar pattern. When we just let our mind loose, it becomes even more unraveled. Therefore, after gaining some physical energy, it is important to recenter the mind. Then the question can be how and with what? Some may suggest restarting exercise, regulating eating habits, or exploring other options, all of which sound beneficial. On top of that, I'd like to offer an additional perspective. Examine the placement of your thoughts in your everyday mind. In spiritual context, this is often referred to as aspirations or vow. So this morning, I'd like to talk about how aspirations can be supported, and in particular, the foundation for all the other elements of our practice. Aspiration serves as a compass, guiding us toward the direction we are heading in our lives. Master Chongsan, the second head Dharma master of Won Buddhism, said that just as a traveler has a destination, the destination for a practitioner is Buddhahood. With this guidance, I engaged in self-reflection on my aspirations, which is to attain ultimate truth. Ultimate freedom. I discovered that my commitment to this goal is clear and steadfast. Nonetheless, I also recognized the significance of continuously nurturing my vow as I feel the need to deepen my practice. Nothing remains permanent, be it a spiritual vow or a marriage vow. Oftentimes, I see people renewing their marriage vows through special events. Likewise, spiritual vows also require periodic refreshing. By revisiting a vow, we can enhance our motivation. When it comes to the spiritual journey, there is a proper sequence for deepening our practice. Let's examine what Master Sotaesan, the founding teacher, said about vows and aspiration. He said, following a great vow, great belief arises. This belief then ignites great zeal. Great zeal leads to profound questioning. Through this questioning, great dedication is cultivated. And only with unwavering dedication can a great awakening realized. As noted here, there are 5 steps to advance in our practice. A great vow comes first, and then great belief, great zeal, great questioning, and great dedication, which leads to great awakening. It is clear that when the initial step grows strong, the subsequent elements also gain strength accordingly. Furthermore, we can perceive that the remaining 4 steps of belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication act as nourishing mental food for the growth of our spiritual power. Here, let me talk about spiritual power. It is attained through the threefold practice, which consists of the power of cultivation, the power of inquiry, and the power of choice in action. Reverend Ta Bin, who is standing right back at the door, is so dedicated to his exercise routine. I can tell he has nice muscle tone in his chest, shoulders, back, and throughout his body. And we were able to check that last Sunday, if you were here last Sunday. I think she's very proud of himself. So, would you also like to have that nice body fit? Anybody? Actually, me. I do. And if you do so, we must make our body sweat. Physical muscles are strengthened through repeated effort. This is also true with developing mental powers. You must sit and continuously bring your attention to your breath to nurture one focused mind, which while also studying the teachings and gaining an understanding of how your own mind and heart operate. Mindful conduct manifests when you consciously choose what is right over what is wrong. Here come the 4 elements of belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. The powers from threefold practice are cultivated and enhanced by belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. And these 4 elements can be compared to gasoline for a vehicle. These, just like having a car with navigation and a clear destination, and yet without fueling it with gasoline or charging the battery, you won't be able to go anywhere. It is the same with our practice. If we desire to progress towards enlightenment, we need to nourish our practice with the energy derived from, let's say this together, belief, zeal, questioning, and dedication. Very good. Among these 4 elements, belief is the foundation for other elements. So let's explore the essence of belief. In the scriptures of Won Buddhism, it states that belief means faith, which is the motivating force that settles the mind when we try to accomplish anything. Belief at its core involves grounding our thoughts in something concrete. Without firmly anchoring our thoughts in what we want, our ability to achieve anything becomes limited. Although belief is often associated with religious connotations, it extends beyond that realm. Remarkable people in recent history, such as Albert Einstein, Steve Jobs, and the authors like Mark Twain and Min-Jin Lee of the novel Pachinko, have left a great impact on the world. Min-Jin Lee? Who is that, you may think? So she is the author whose work I closely follow as she puts Korean stories to the forefront of the global stage. And just with little TMI, I am waiting for her next novel, American Hagwon. When it comes to spiritual practice, the purpose of maintaining belief is to settle our mind in our inherent Buddha nature, regardless of our current level of awakening. If we are fully awakened to our true nature, we won't need much effort to stay connected with it. If this is not the case, we need a reminder, a form of belief or faith. This reminder helps expand our minds and open our hearts towards our teachers, the Sangha, spiritual community, and the ultimate truth. Then how does a person with belief differ from someone who lacks it? Those with belief are firmly tuned to their path and guided by their unwavering conviction. Reverend Ji-eun, where are you? Reverend Ji-eun, over there, exemplifies this well when it comes to her belief in teachers. I have been closely observing her since our time together in undergraduate seminary school. To my eyes, she possesses a special faith in the teachers of Won Buddhism, especially the head Dharma masters. Just last Sunday, she participated in live Zoom Dharma Gathering held at the Los Angeles Temple with the central head Dharma master, Chon San-nim. While I was only a little aware of the event that evening, she was paying attention to Master Chansa님's schedule in the States while he was visiting here. I believe it was her unwavering faith in the teachers and the lineage of the Dharma that guided her actions. For that, I purely admire the closeness she shares with them. In my case, Venerable Juksanim is the only teacher with whom I feel a connection among other head Dharma masters. Upholding this closeness, a sense of closeness is, in fact, my personal responsibility. Have you heard this saying? In Buddhism, it says that the love between teachers and students originates from the students first, while the love between parents and children begins with the parents themselves. While it is true that belief plays a significant role, imagine the impact of an exceptionally powerful belief. It has the potential to propel us toward enlightenment within this lifetime, much like Shakyamuni Buddha. When Shakyamuni Buddha sat beneath the Bodhi tree, he was determined not to depart until he attained enlightenment. This single-minded belief drove him to maintain his commitment, resulting in achieving enlightenment. Similarly, in Won Buddhism, Master Taesan aspired to achieve Buddhahood, regardless of the number of lifetimes it might take, even when he was in critical health condition. Their journey of enlightenment exemplifies the extraordinary power that lies within resolute mind of belief. The Sutra Secrets on Cultivating the Mind says that practice without an awakened mind is flawed. But I do think that as long as we maintain a mind of belief, we can continue to progress in our practice. Belief not only serves as a reminder of our true nature, but also acts as a vessel for embracing the teachings. It serves as the driving force that resolves all questions and forms the foundation for observing the precepts, which are the guiding posts for our conduct. Belief then stands as the most important element in attaining success, whether it is spiritual vows or any other pursuit. We become what we believe. The Buddhas and all the remarkable people we know have demonstrated this. So, July marks the midpoint of the year. Consider where your mind is anchored these days. You may wish to check in with the intentions that you set up at the beginning of this year. Direct your thoughts toward your life's goal. Although it is natural for our minds to waver along the journey, we can always start afresh at any given moment, as long as we hold our belief in our true nature. Thank you.
Thank you, Reverend Ginger. As mentioned earlier, we have the honor of hosting special guests today. First, let me introduce the pre-ministers from Wonguang University who are in the final semester, maybe, right? Final semester of their pre-minister undergraduate course. On their path to becoming 교무님s, next year, they will continue their studies in graduate school for 2 years before being ordained as 교무님s in 2026, right? So they have prepared 2 beautiful songs for us, starting with the song. The first one is the song of the great opening of spirit in essence. It's in Korean, so I'm explaining. In essence, the song conveys a simple message by awakening our own minds, embracing moral culture as the guiding force, and harnessing the power of scientific civilization. We make a vow to construct a world of paradise. And the second song is titled The Essential Dharmas of Daily Practice, as you all know, performed in Korean. I kindly ask pre-ministers from Korea to please rise from their seats and come to the front. 일어나서 나와주세요. Please give them a warm welcome. you made me emotional. um, Now our member Debbie Won Eun-sung would like to present a bouquet of flowers to all of you and send some messages to you.
When I was asked to bring flowers for you today, I thought, oh my.
Oh, Rita prepared a flower too. Thank you. Now, 데비 아직이요. 그 데비가 전할 말이 있다고 합니다. 네.
When I was asked to bring flowers for you today, I thought, oh my.
아, 그 꽃을 가져오란 말을 들었을 때 마이 하고 생각했다고 합니다.
There are spiritual meanings for every flower. What
꽃
flower should I choose for each of you?
네, 꽃에는 여러 가지 의미가 있는데 내가 여러분을 위해서 뭘 선택해야 할지 고민을 했다고 합니다.
After a week of careful consideration, I chose the rose.
일주일 동안 고민한 후에 장미를 선택했습니다.
It can be used to symbolize the love we have for the ancestors who walked before us.
그것은
Without them, we would not be.
그것은 선조들에 대한 사랑, 존경과 사랑을 의미합니다. 그들이 없었으면 우리가 있을 수 없으니까요.
In time, you will become the ancestors for those yet to come.
여러분들은 아직 오지 않은 선지님이 될 것이니까.
So I chose the rose to honor you.
그래서 여러분을 생각하면서 기리면서 꽃을 골랐습니다.
My wish for you is a journey filled with grace, gratitude, and an abundance of joy.
저의 바람은 여러분들의 여정이 은혜와 감사와 그리고 기쁨 충만하기를 기원합니다. 네. Now, oh, beautiful day. Now we are so pleased to hear from one of the Prime Ministers, Won Kim. The title of his sharing is Good Dharma, Good People. Please welcome him.
Good morning. My name is Won Ho, and I am a senior at Wonguang University, majoring in Won Buddhist Studies. I am honored to share my story in front of Juksanim and many Dharma friends. I met Won Buddhism when I was 15 years old at Samdong Retreat Center. Up until then, I did not have a great interest in Won Buddhism or its teachings. Nevertheless, I decided to walk the path of ministry because I wanted to be a good person to others. Although I am now grateful to this community and the teachings of Master Sote-san, at times I've struggled with trusting myself and felt lost. Among many teachings, I find the method of using my mind the most appealing. In this world, we are often driven to choose only between good and bad, wrong, right and wrong, light and dark. However, learning the method of using our minds, I realized that instead of distinguishing between good and bad and discarding the bad, a bad state can be transformed into a good state if I stop and turn my mind at that moment. This is because both good and bad come from the same source. I think essential dharmas of daily practice teaches how to use my mind in daily life. It says turning a life of resentment into a life of gratitude, turning a life of dependency into a life of self-reliance, turning a reluctance to learn into a readiness to learn well, turning a reluctance to teach into a readiness to teach well, and turning a lack of public spirit into an eagerness for the public's welfare. Instead of judging and discarding resentment, reluctance to learn, reluctance to teach, and lack of public spirit, I realized that if I stop and turn such states of mind, grace flows in and around me and others as well. Through such practice, I was able to change my personality. Before, I was shy to converse with people or to speak in front of many people. However, I was able to overcome my timid personality through mind practice. Instead of judging and trying to eliminate my timidness, I fully accept myself as who I am and pause at that moment. By trying not be attached to the idea that I am timid and simply watch my true nature that has no timidness, I was able to realize that my personality is not fixed and can be adjusted according to the situations. In addition, I was usually focused on my own benefits over others. But mind practice helped me realize the value of serving others in life. I still have many traces of my old self, but I try to change into a character of serving others. Also, I have met many good people in Won Buddhism community. Before I took this path, I worked here and there. I found that many people tended to be jealous of each other and only thought about themselves. Also, making money did not make me happy. But in Won Buddhism, there were many people that put others before themselves and cared for others. Although we do not make much money, I think we are happy. I feel lucky to have come into Won Buddhism and become a disciple of Master Sotaesan and his teachings. I will try my best to create blessings and continue to practice with my mind, especially in tough times, turn my mind into a good mind. I will live in gratitude and serve others. As Master Desan said, in order to become beacons of light for others, I will first illuminate my own mind and continue practicing to uplift my spirit. Thank you for listening.
Thank you so much, Won Ho Kim. We could feel his pure energy. And how have these wonderful pre-ministers come here? Let me introduce the 교무님s from the Institute of Mind Humanities and from the Won Buddhist Department of Wonkwang University, who teaches, cares, and studies with all their heart and love. So please all rise. No. Sorry. For the 교무님s, sorry. Thank you. And we are truly privileged to have the distinguished ministers from the central headquarters in our presence. These dedicated individuals tirelessly oversee the multifaceted responsibilities of the Won Buddhist organization, including administrative duties and the well-being of our community. So they will greet us. May I kindly request the 총부 교무님s to stand up. And our members, I will give flowers to them. Thank you. As a response to the pre-minister's choir performance, several members of our One Dharma Center have prepared a special performance. The title is Being and Non-Being, and This Little Light of Mine. So allow me to introduce the talented performance group of One Dharma Center. Please give them a big applause.
Being into non-being, non-being into being, turning in the ultimate. Being and non-being are both empty, yet this emptiness is also complete.
예쁘고 밉고 참마음 아닙니다. 좋고 나쁘고 참마음 아닙니다. 허공처럼 텅 빈 마음 그것이 참마음. 이 마음 속에는 아무것도 없습니다.
Being into non-being, non-being into being, turning in the emptiness is also complete. Being into non-being, non-being into being, turning, turning in the ultimate. Being and non-being are both empty, yet this emptiness is also complete.
We have our ankle song. Any
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. All around the world, all around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. All around the world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. I'm not gonna make it shine. I'm not gonna make it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm not gonna make it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. I'm not gonna make it shine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. This little light of mine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Hallelujah. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. One more time. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. 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 Let it shine.
Wonderful. It's very beautiful. Thank you so much for our members. Now, I have some announcements. In this month, it's a sad news. Our beloved Dharma friend Alan will be moving to California. So let us pause for a moment to hear his farewell.
Massive gratitude. Kathy walked in my gallery when I had it on 707 Warren, September 2021. Around then is when I started showing up here. And I think Spirit brought me here from California. I had to stop in New York City for a little bit and then came up here. And then Kathy walks in the gallery. And I said, I need to dose on more love, pointing to a piece of art I had on the wall that said evolve, you know, and it had the word love in it. And she said, did you just say dose on? And I said, yes, dose on. She said, you need to meet dose on you. So that's how we ended up here, September 2021. And before that, I wasn't really meditating. But then I started meditating. It enabled me to calm myself and get. I showed up 5:30 in the morning every day since September 21 up until a month ago, and it gave me a little buffer between the past, sort of, and the thoughts that I carried, and now it's just interesting to see life without, you know, in a whole new light. And that I have great, massive gratitude for, because it's enabled a whole new chapter. And following my creative, going towards my daughters in California. But Won ministers the whole experience here, massive gratitude, and life-changing, for sure, life-changing. And thank you. Yeah, thanks to everybody that I've encountered here. And I'll miss you, and you're in spirit. That's what's so cool.
Thank you, Alan. Every morning he has joined our meditation and he has selflessly dedicated himself to cleaning various areas in Won Dharma Center. So we will always remember you, and we are together. And let us unite our hearts in prayer and our heartfelt support to Alan, a sincere practitioner who has constantly been a source of strength for us as he begins his new journey. Next announcement is Ryan, Helen, Clark, and Steve and Val have prepared desserts for us. After the Dharma service concludes, we invite you to enjoy the tea table in the lobby and savor the delicious tastes that they have prepared for us. And because we have a program, we'll not offer lunch to our local members. But please enjoy the lovely tea and the snacks. And after we finish, after this service, we'll take a photo with Kyumnims and pre-ministers from Korea. So please come to the front after this service. Thank you so much. Thank you to all those present in the Dharma Hall and online Dharma friends for joining us today. As we bring our meeting to a close, I sincerely hope that the connections formed here today will blossom into even more precious relationships as we continue walking this path together. This concludes our Sunday Dharma service. Have a wonderful day.